Welcome, listeners, to another episode of News Analysis, where we describe trending issues and where we discuss current happenings. Don't forget to like. At the end, don't forget to comment. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you can get more trending issues as they hot. So what's trending? What's happening today? Documents have popped up exposing Babalola'S crimes from years ago. The ongoing face-off and battle between the human rights activist and lawyer Dele Farotimi and the 95-year-old senior advocate of Nigeria, SAN, Chief Babalola, has rekindled attention on past allegations of judicial manipulation involving Babalola'S chambers. This little quarrel or fight between the human rights activist and Babalola has gone to dig up past histories and past crimes of the senior advocate of Nigeria. The controversy has brought to light a 2004 diplomatic cable from the United States Embassy in Abuja, released by WikiLeaks, which alleged that Babalola and co. played a major role in influencing a gubernatorial election tribunal ruling in Plateau State in favor of the former president Olusegun Obasanjo's political interest. According to this document from 2004, it has shown that Babalola has a hand in the bribery of some judges regarding a gubernatorial election. According to WikiLeaks, Babalola spent over $1.125 billion on 5 judges who sat at the Court of Appeal in the early 2000s to procure a favorable judgment for his client. Then he was the Adamawa State Governor, Boni Haruna. Mr. Babalola bribed a panel of 5 appellant judges, headed by Justice Pius Olayiwola Aderemi, with $225,000 each to restore Mr. Haruna to office after an election petition tribunal sacked him on grounds of electoral malpractice. After the election was conducted, the results came out that the winner was not actually the winner, but Babalola went behind the process and the democratic nature of the country to bribe the judge to pronounce his preferred candidate as the winner. The document quoted a senior lawyer's account of how he followed Mr. Babalola to deliver tens of millions of Nigerian naira to appellant jurists to purchase their preferred ruling. Mr. Babalola had a reputation for winning many cases back in the day. No little wonder, everything was based on bribery and corruption. Back then in 2004, when this case came up, it was just a myth, although evidences popped up, and this US establishment, WikiLeaks, brought out a lot of evidence, but trust Nigerians to sweep it under the carpet as long as they have money. This trait now made him to become a sought-after lawyer by highly placed individuals in Nigeria back then in 2004, unknown to Nigerians that it was due to his high rate of bribery and corruption. But a lawyer on Mr. Babalola'S team told the US government that the senior advocate won the controversial matter with cash and that he was among the persons who carried 30 million naira of untraceable banknotes to bribe the justice at Mr. Babalola'S request. The US diplomats were worried by the glaring disparity between the tribunal ruling that voided Mr. Haruna's victory and the decision of the Court of Appeal that restored him to office. Even US shocked for the matter, because on one hand, the Court of Appeal declared that he was not the winner, and on the other hand, another court declared him the winner in the twinkle of an eye, unknown to them that a lot of magu-magu and bribery had occurred in between the lines. The witness stated that buying judgment was a normal procedure back then for such important cases, which confirmed the diplomat's suspicion that the verdict that reinstated Mr. Haruna's gubernatorial victory actually cost 30 million naira. According to an attorney for Dr. Haruna, he said the outcome was ensured in typical Nigerian fashion with cash. He didn't even hide it, not mincing words. It was obvious that bribery and corruption actually put Mr. Haruna on seat back then in 2004. And he stated that the leaked US government cable worked for the presidential candidate, but in a way leaked this information so as to bring justice and let people know the atrocity that Babalola has done. Mr. Haruna was among the first governors to be charged with corruption by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission immediately he left office in 2008. Now, this information, adding it all up, what does it have to say? It only goes to prove that the claims made by Farotimi in his book against Afe Babalola are not actually baseless. Not only did Babalola deploy the police to batter and arrest Mr. Farotimi on December over a defamation allegation, the human rights lawyer was also transported from Lagos to Ekiti, where the full wrath of Afe Babalola can be reached upon him. Meanwhile, the WikiLeaks documents have shattered hopes that Mr. Babalola might have had to defend himself against corruption allegations raised by this human rights lawyer, Dele Farotimi. Because according to his book, he explained every little crime that Afe Babalola has committed. Now, this book, they even trend for market now, as Nigerians are rushing to get their own copy to know what is actually written in there that Afe Babalola wants to desperately hide. They also want to know why he is moving the human rights lawyer from one state to another. What is his plans actually for this human rights lawyer? If truly he has no cockroach in his cupboard, why is he so antsy? Why is he so much on edge? Then he should let justice take full course and not put laws into his own hands. Nigerians, don't come out. May they talk their own too. This netizen have said this serves as a revelation of how Nigerian leaders are selling us out for a pair of sandals. These leaders just feel that they can manipulate our destinies unqueried. If this could be confirmed against Chief Afe Babalola, it means leaders have betrayed our trust in them. This is one of the worst affecting Nigerian progress, and they must be punished for cheating us. Omo, this one is English, sha. Who wants to punish these people? Ordinary Yaya Bello, EFCC still finding it hard to punish him. Now the senior advocate of Nigeria. And it is the way he has taken matters into his own hands for me. Taking justice into his own hands. Who gave him the right to move this human rights lawyer from one place to another? Can justice really be found in Nigeria's judicial system when those that are supposed to administer justice are corrupt in themselves? The truth will actually be unraveled eventually. We would know whether Afe Babalola is in the right or in the wrong.